Welcome to the Full Stack Development course. I am Karunasri from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. In this course, we are going to learn one of the most important and powerful industry demanded technologies in software development, full stack development. This course is specially designed for the students who want to build real world applications, improve coding skills, and prepare for placements, internship, and software industry careers. By the end of this course, you will be able to create complete web applications from scratch using front-end technologies, backend development, and databases. So let us begin our journey into the world of full stack development. Now, first question is, why should we learn full stack development? Today, full stack development is one of the most in-demand technology skills in the software industry. And companies are not only looking for the developers who know front end or back end separately, and they prefer the developers who understand both client side and server side technologies. For example, in companies like Amazon, Flipkart, Swiggy, and Zomato, developers work on complete applications that include user interfaces and APIs, databases, and business logic. So, learning full stack development helps students build real world applications independently. Instead of depending on different teams during the application development, a full stack developer can create the entire application individually from start to finish. And this also gives a strong advantage during the placements and internships because companies value practical development skills. And another important benefit is freelancing and startup opportunities. So we can also do the freelancing and we can also have the startup opportunities. For example, if you want to create a college event registration website, you can design the front end pages, connect them with a backend server, and store student data in your database all by yourself. And now let us understand what the term full stack actually means. A full stack developer works on all layers of a web application. The first layer is the front end. We can also call this as the client side, and this is the part users can see and interact with, and it is having the technologies like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, which are used to build the front end. Later, modern frameworks like React, Angular, or Vue are also used. For example, when you open Instagram or YouTube, everything visible on the screen, buttons, menus, images, videos, which are belongs to the front end. The second layer is the backend or the server side. The backend handles business logic, authentication, API processing, and communication with databases. And the technologies like Node.js, Java, or Python commonly used. For example, when you log into Gmail, the server verifies username and password of yours in the backend. And the third layer is database. Databases store application data such as user information, products, messages, and transactions. And examples include MySQL, MongoDB. So overall, a full stack developer works on front end, back end, and database technologies together. So you can compare a web application with a restaurant. The front end is like the dining area customers can see. The back end is like the kitchen where food preparation happens. And the database is like the storage where ingredients and records are maintained. So that is the uh, com- what a full stack actually means. Now let us look into some real world applications built using full stack technologies. For example, e-commerce websites like Amazon and Flipkart. These applications include product pages, login systems, shopping carts, payments, and order taking. order tracking, sorry. Next is online food delivery applications like Swiggy and Zomato. And these apps use front-end interfaces for customers, back-end systems for order processing, and databases for storing restaurant and user details. And another example is online booking systems. And this includes movie ticket booking, hotel booking, or railway reservation systems. And the social media applications are also full stack projects. Applications like the Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn use front end, back end APIs on the large databases together. Even college websites and student portals are also examples of full stack application. And we can have the mini project ideas. During this course, you can build the mini projects like student management system, online quiz application, to-do list app, portfolio website, and expense tracker, and simple e-commerce website. In this lab and course, you will learn several important skills required for web application. First, HTML. So HTML is used to create the structure of web pages. Second, CSS. CSS used for styling, colors, layouts, responsiveness, and attractive designs. The third is JavaScript. JavaScript adds interactivity to websites. For example, button clicks, actions, form validations, and dynamic content updates, animations. We'll also learn practical application development. Instead of only theory, we will focus more on implementation, hands-on coding. And finally, you will build mini projects that improve your problem solving and development skills. One important thing to remember is the best way to learn development is by building projects. After learning full stack development, many career opportunities become available. You can become a front end developer and work on user interfaces and web designs. You can become a backend developer and work on APIs, servers, and databases. You can also become a full stack developer who handles complete applications. And the students interested in design can move towards UI and UX development. You can also work as a web designer or app developer. And another exciting opportunity is freelancing. And many businesses need websites. Plus, and full stack developers can work independently on freelance projects. And finally, if you have startup ideas, full stack development gives you the ability to build your own products without depending entirely on others. And many successful startups actually begin with a small team of full stack developers and building products from scratch. Now, let us understand the responsibilities of different developer roles. The front-end developers focus on building user interfaces, and they implement designs using the HTML and CSS and make web pages interactive and JavaScript. Interactive using JavaScript. And for example, creating navigation bars, forms, buttons, and dashboards and responsive layouts. So these are the examples which are come in front-end developer task. And backend developers can handle server side logic, and they manage APIs, databases, authentication systems, and data processing. For example, processing login request or handling payment transactions. And full stack developments combine both front end and back end skills, and they build a complete end to end application. And this role is highly valuable because companies prefer developers who understand the complete system. In startups, especially, full stack developers are very important because one developer can contribute to multiple areas of project. Let us briefly look at salary trends in India. Front-end developers typically earn between 3.5 to 12 lakh per annum depending on skills and experience. And backend developers usually earn between 4 to 15 lakh per annum. Full stack developers often receive even higher packages because they work across multiple technologies. However, salary mainly depends on practical skills, project experience, problem solving ability, internship experience, communication skills. So, focus more on learning and building projects consistently. So this is the introduction to full stack development. In the upcoming sessions, we will start learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and gradually move toward building complete real-world web applications. Make sure you practice regularly along with the sessions because development is a skill that improves your implementation. So thank you everyone. Let us start our full stack development journey together.